Welcome back, everybody. This is the Renegade Fight. I am your host, RDJ, and today we'll be giving you an update on spring practices uh, through from Florida State, and just to let everyone know that everything is going well in Tallahassee. Good vibes, great vibes, and everyone is so excited that spring practice have started. So we'll get right into it. Um, Spring practice update. Official spring practice started this past Wednesday, March 19th, 2025. And so far, practice is going well, and it is very, very competitive in practice. The players are responding well, and with what the coaches are teaching, and the players are showing effort to be better. Uh, from the interviews that I've seen uh, after practices were over, the players are very, very excited to start practice, spring practice. Um, they did not have practice this past Friday, but this past Wednesday and Thursday, leading up to the weekend, it was very, very competitive, and the players are so excited to be um, outside in the indoor facility as well, practicing and getting some team chemistry. Coach Novell addressed the media as well to talk about the reason to close practice to the outside personnel media. Norvell talks about he did this to keep the players focused and to keep the players' attention on what the coaches were trying to teach, since this is a new coaching staff. And not only is it a new coaching staff, um, Coach Norvell and the new players that's coming in, he wanted to keep everyone on the same page during this early part of the spring, during this time. And me personally, that's something different that Florida State has done is close down practice to the open media while practice is going on. And I think that's a good idea. If you look back um, at the history of sports, NBA, NFL, football, when they come to training camp, and baseball, have all closed practices at some point throughout the season, early part of the season, to the media. Um, in our case, Florida State's case, coming off a 2-10 season, we know that the confidence level is somewhat low, um, because of the 2-10 season of this past 2024 season. I think it's a good idea that Norvell closed down the practice to the media, because you do have new players and you do have new coaches, and you really, really want to see what do you have far as the chemistry, and who can stand out, who can be more vocal, who can show impact. And this is the early stages of spring, and this is the time that you really need to see who's going to step up, be a leader, um, and who's going to make impact and carry on far as players, who's going to take someone on their back and say, hey, I'm going to help lead, so I need you to help lead as well. There's a great team chemistry builder to close down practice, and I would want to see that happen a few more times before the actual season start, because there would be a lot of um, things that will distract players or coaches from being the best at what they can be, and that's good. So Norvell is on the right track. It's just that let's continue to keep hope to see that the chemistry is building. If you're doing it this way, don't just close down the practice and then we're just seeing the same old results. Uh, let's see some different, better results. Showing, seeing that we are better because of the close down of practices, and maybe just outside different people coming in. Um, Another thing that is happening throughout the spring practice so far is a potential quarterback battle. This potential quarterback battle is between uh, Thomas Castellanos and Brock Glenn. Coach Novell, offensive coordinator Gus Malzahn, and the quarterback coach Tony Tokars all come together in agreement. They all came together in agreement during this spring practice uh, to have a quarterback battle. I don't think the quarterback battle is like really, really serious. I think the quarterback battle is more to see um, the two players in Castellanos and Glenn under the starting offense number ones because Glenn obviously was our starter last season. Thomas Castellanos was a starter at Boston College. I think these coaches want to see both of these quarterbacks under the number ones to run the offense just to keep team chemistry throughout the spring and summer leading into the fall. I think this is a good idea. We know that we did bring Castellanos in to be our number one overall starting quarterback going into the season. But because Glenn showed some upside in a lot of games, and he was the starter as well last season, it is good to get both of these quarterbacks to work together more on and off the field. Uh, Glenn showing Thomas Castellanos uh, different things of the offense, and Castellanos showing Glenn, hey, things how to be better quarterback. Both of these quarterbacks can show each other how to be better in certain ways, and that's a good quarterback battle because no one is trying to not really outbeat each other right now, but they're trying to make each other better. So when fall comes and the games count, we know that if any one of these quarterbacks can touch the field, we know, hey, they can help us get some wins and big plays, positive plays, because they've been working together and they work together early. So they have the relationship to um, that they have built instead of just building a relationship in the fall and it's chaos throughout the rest of the season. You see that in the NFL a lot where the two quarterbacks have a battle in the fall and it's just chaos throughout the season and the team can't really get a chemistry with neither quarterback. So it is good to do this early, get it out the way. So now we know moving forward who can do what and what packages can each quarterback deal with and do throughout the game. Um, and Brock Glenn seen the field a lot this so far in these first few practices, and Thomas Castellanos has seen the field a lot in these first few practices with the team one. So that's good. Um, Another thing that's going on is Florida State defense. The Florida State defense is looking and playing well so far in the spring practice. The defensive staff under defensive coordinator Tony White, uh, this staff is putting packages and schemes together to put a good competitive defense on the field for the start of this season. The players are responding well to what is being taught. Um, I'm glad to see this. I'm glad to see this on the reason because Coach Tony White is coming in. He's bringing a new scheme, a new situation, a new defense to the Florida State uh, facility. We have not seen Florida State ever, to my knowledge, play a scheme like what um, Tony White is bringing. And this defensive staff, through the defensive line, linebackers coach, safeties coach, defensive backs coach, whatever you coach on defense, they're coming together and they're bringing a new regime through this Florida State defense. From what is being said, whenever Coach White was um, being introduced as the defensive coordinator for us, Florida State, he told us that he likes to run a 3-3-5 defense. 3 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, and 5 defensive backs. So the defense is adjusting to this very, very well. And either other package that are put on the field as well. I'm pretty sure we're going to see some 3-4 defense. I'm pretty sure we're going to see some 4-3 defense. I'm pretty sure we're going to see a lot of different packages through this defense. And Coach White is on the right road and right page to get this defense going. The linebackers are practicing well. They look physical. They're fast and they're strong. The defensive backs are also playing their positions uh, in the back defensive backfield. They're playing strong, fast, and physical. From the highlights that I've seen through practice, um, everybody is on the same page. The defensive line is getting in the backfield. They're getting in the backfield and they are coming near the quarterback. Of course, we can't touch the quarterback now as far as a tackle or a hit, but the defensive line is showing effort that they can get into the backfield and make a big play when that time has come. So the players are really getting adjusted all around, from offense to defense to special teams. Things are looking great for the Florida State Seminoles football area wise, and I'm just so excited to see what these next few practices are going to bring, because I just want to see some more excitement. And if the excitement is here right now in day 3, day 4 of practice, wow, just keep it up. What is it going to look like when we get to May, June, July, August? This is going to be a Florida State team, I believe, is going to be showing some upside, and we're going to be better than uh, what we were last year, obviously. But I think we can surprise a lot of people in the ACC and a lot of outsiders that don't believe that Florida State is back or Florida State can handle the pressure. We're going to show a lot of people this season that this is our year, that we are going to have what is called a bounce back season. And I'm looking forward to it. But keep my eye on everything that I can uh, to see what is happening so that I can get more excited than what I am. I'm already excited. So I want to see us back on top. Um, and just some other news too. Um, Wanted to shout out Florida State baseball team, doing well, playing well. Uh, I want to say they played Miami this past weekend. Played a good baseball game. I want to give a shout out also to the women's basketball team. Although they lost last night to LSU, it was a awesome awesome uh, season for the Florida State Seminoles women basketball. They got to the second round of the NCAA March Madness. I want to say playoffs, or uh, yeah, I could say playoffs. They got to March Madness in the second round, and they ran into LSU, and obviously they didn't win. But um, Florida State has been playing awesome basketball all season long. And for them to get at least that far and to not give up, and not only not give up, they played hard from opening tip all the way to the closing seconds. I seen the game and I know what happened in the game, but I saw also our team did not give up. So I wanted to give a shout out to them because they did make it that far. It is hard to do that in college basketball anyway. And for you to do that on just such few days rest, traveling from city to city, they done an awesome job in what they could do. And another shout out I want to give a shout out to Fanatics. If you know anything about Fanatics, there are the sports superstore that have every single team, every single league um, in their store. You can get T-shirts, hats, You can get jackets, sweaters, whatever you want to get from Fanatics. I want to shout out Fanatics. The reason why is because I bought some things from Fanatics, and I buy things often from Fanatics, and I'm never disappointed, and I'm never not satisfied. I'm never sad when I get my package. They always, whatever I get, whether I buy it or someone buys it for me, I always get the hookup. And this shirt here that I'm wearing today and this hat comes from Fanatics as well. And not only does it come from Fanatics, uh, I always see something that I could use later or right now. And I just want to give a shout out to Fanatics for keeping their brand and keeping their product always at an A plus. So I encourage everyone to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us. Find us on Instagram. And this is the Renegade Fight. I'm your host, RDJ. Always go Noles.